What's up, guys? It is Dr. Seth, and today we are going to find out what you need to be packing in your carry-on luggage if you are traveling to a powerlifting meet. So this is my carry-on luggage for getting to Las Vegas, and we're going to be putting all of my meet day essentials in here. Now, the reason I'm putting all of the stuff that I need on the platform into my carry-on is that you hear horror stories of guys whose luggage gets lost and then they end up screwed on meet day because they're missing their shoes, they're missing their wraps, they're missing their belt, they're missing their everything they need to compete. And although the risk is low, it's easy enough to just shove all that stuff into your carry-on bag. So let's start getting things packed. Now, I should mention that this is in no particular order of importance, mostly in particular order of me trying to figure out how to get everything to fit into this tiny ass bag. Item number one that I need on the platform, my powerlifting belt. This is a Elite FTS P3 Pioneer cut with bonus holes from when I was skinny on the 242 end and bonus holes from when I was really fat on the upper end of the 308s. This thing has lasted me since 2018 and it has definitely seen some shit, but still going very, very strong. And we're just going to shove her nice in the middle. Now, second thing I'm going to put in this bag probably doesn't seem all that important for a platform, but it is my Peak Design Travel Tripod Aluminum Edition. I'm not rich, so I didn't buy the carbon fiber. Aluminum's a little bit heavier, but it works fantastically. Super rock solid little tripod. And the reason that I'm putting this in my carry-on is because I want to make sure that I have it for filming for you guys. And it doesn't fit in my camera bag, so it is going to go in here, and I think that we're going to be fine for space because it is really little, and we're just going to kind of tuck it in behind the belt, and I think that will work. Now, the next thing that I'm going to try to shove on in here is going to be my squat shoes. These are the old Reebok Legacy lifters that I stole from Cole and then bought him new Legacy lifters when he moved back to Canada because I felt bad for stealing the shoes. But these are a really sick, rock solid squat shoe. The toe box is wide enough that if I size up, it fits my really wide ass feet, but I am beyond stoked with these shoes and they are going to be with me for a very, very long time. Now, the next thing that I need is my shoes for deadlift and bench. These are the Reebok CrossFit Lite TRs, a very rare find nowadays because Reebok only made these for a couple of years, and I am super, super, super stoked to have a pair. I actually have a fresh pair upstairs tucked away because I bought two when they last came out because they are just such good flat-soled shoes. I definitely do not think that there is a more comfortable or more better flat-soled shoe in the market right now. They just, the feet, the feel, the fit, everything is awesome. The rubber sole, super tacky, super, super, super great for benching and deadlifting in for me. And they tuck in here quite nicely. And I figure the next thing that I should try to jam in here is my knee wraps. These are 2.5 meter Elite FTS Patriots, brand new fresh pair. I actually am bringing 4 pairs down with me to Vegas just so I have a brand new pair for my warm-up and every attempt because I am spoiled. But I'm only going to put one pair into my carry-on bag because I don't think that I can fit all 4 pairs in here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to unzip this sucker, take it out, stick one in there, take it out, stick one in there. I'd even stick it over there. Like that's going to work. Cooper's interested in the wraps. Yeah, what a good puppy. What a good puppy. But yeah, super good wraps. They are my absolute favorite because they do have some stretch, but then they stretch into a really, really, really hard lockup. So you get both a good cast and good rebound out of them. Definitely a kind of best of both world wrap situation here. And the next thing I'm going to squeeze in, highly important, WRPF approved grandma panties because I don't want to be getting red lights because my underwear is sticking out of my singlet. So we're going to scrunch these up and just kind of stuff them in behind the shoe and that'll work just dandy. And the next thing, backup WRPF approved grandma panties because I don't want to shit myself on the platform and not have clean underwear. Also just going to stuff them in here kind of by the shoes and the belt. And to cover up the grandma panties is my Elite FTS two-tone singlet. It's a nice singlet. I don't know, like singlets, they're kind of singlets, but it's comfy. It fits well. I made sure to grab my 4X, not my 2X, because I am chubby right now and I don't need to be, dangling moose knuckle all over everyone's face. I'm just gonna stuff this sucker in the corner here. I know someone's probably going to be like pissed off at how I'm just like shoving stuff in and not folding it, but I don't know. I'm a dude. I shove, I don't fold. And the next item for competition requirements, deadlift socks. Gonna make sure that I pack these because 2 meets ago I had a pair of Lululemon crew socks that I thought were long enough that I was just gonna wear on the platform because I'd been trading them. And they almost didn't let me deadlift because I didn't actually have deadlift socks, but I asked really, really nicely and they let me wear the Lulu socks. But making sure that I got actual deadlift socks this time around. And one of the last items that I actually need to compete, my slingshot gangster wraps. I don't know, I bought these like 4 years ago because I thought the camo was cool, and they ended up becoming one of my favorite wraps ever. Like they've been well used, as you can see, but they're still going strong. Don't need a fresh pair yet. And I like these because kind of similar to the Patriots, like they are very stretchy, but then they lock up hard, so you get a really good cast and a lot of coverage on bench. So they definitely tick the box for me, and we got a nice little spot to tuck them in right there. And I think the last of the items that I actually need for the platform is going to be my disgusting ass mouth guard. And note that I do not have a mouth guard case for this because the more floors that your mouth guard can touch, the better your immune system will be. And we're just going to tuck her in right down there. And next thing that I want to have on the platform, some caffeine pills. Gotta be awake when it's time for that third deadlift, especially because this is going to be an evening meet and it will be starting late. So need my wake up sauce. And we got our pair of our pear. We got our chalk, a block of chalk, a brand new fresh block. This is nice, soft, juicy, good stuff. So if the platform chalk sucks, I know that I will not be worried about my grip in the slightest. And I think that'll tuck in there just dandly. Now we're gonna spin the bag around. Because we're gonna put stuff in the top compartment now. And as far as stuff goes, as far as stuff we're going to put in the top compartment goes, got my Elite FTS super heavy knee sleeves. Want to wear these for squat warm-ups, so it will be important to have them with me on meet day. Next thing that I want to make sure that I have for the platform is going to be a tape measure, because if you're going to a meet, like the monoliths are going to be different, benches are going to be different, I find it really helpful just to measure your bar height from the floor on the monolift, measure your bar height to the bench pad, like the bench pad, because there's going to be variable squish. It might not be the exact same, but it's at least going to put you in the rough ballpark so that your platform mono pick doesn't feel foreign compared to what you're used to training with. And the next thing that I need to toss in is going to be my knee wrap roller. I do absolutely hate this thing. It's a pile of junk because you cannot tighten it enough for it to actually stay on the rack. It's always gonna like pop off and hit you in the shins, which just makes it a giant hunk of junk pain in the ass. But I need my wraps pre-rolled nice and tightly, and this at least does the trick for what it is. Like I don't hate it enough to buy a different brand, and they're difficult to get to Canada, so it is gonna have to do. But the solution for that thing not getting tight enough to stick on the rack is a fat ass C-clamp so that I can clamp the clamp to the rack with another clamp, which is a little bit redundant, but it gets the job done for me. So I am also going to pack the big C-clamp. I think the last couple things I'm going to stuff in this bag is going to be a pile of Elite FTS bands. We got a mini, we got a micro mini, we got a light. This is going to be basically everything I need to do for, stretching before the meet, warm-ups, etc., to make sure that I feel ready to go on the platform. So I guess now we got to try to close the sucker up and see if she will actually zip. I got faith. I got strong faith in my zipping up abilities, but we shall see. Are we in view of both cameras? I don't know, maybe. But this is actually like an easier zip than when I go to the gym on most days. I'm shocked. Gotta do a little finagling around the chalk block. And that is that. Meet day essentials are all packed up. And I guess if I forgot something, I will now forever be reminded by this YouTube upload. So hopefully I didn't forget anything important. But never mind, I remembered what I forgot to pack. But texted Bryce this morning, asked him if he had any platform shirts kicking around. And he said yes. So I ripped into Calgary Barbell and grabbed this Resilience Through Resistance platform shirt. And I think, if anything, this is a really fitting motto for what this meet prep has become. So we're going to shove it in the bag all wrinkled up and do Bryce a disservice, but extremely grateful for his friendship and for everything he's helped me with throughout my time as a lifter, and especially coming back from this pack. So peace out, guys. Have a good rest of your day.